Hello truckers, welcome back to American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. We are of course in Montana. Harvey, I still don't know how to pronounce it, but that's what we're going with. We got a load that we got to bring to the Great Falls Airport, so that's kind of interesting. Can't wait to see what that's all about. And that's the trailer we're picking up right there. I think it says machine parts is what we're grabbing. Let's go ahead and see if I can back up to this trailer. Where's the trailer? There it is. Nice and gentle. Don't want to be too rough with it. There we go. I was a little rough with one. Was it last episode? Episode before that? Yeah, we got a little rough on backing up. I always say we. I like to involve you guys into my problems. So we are loaded on up. Let's see. What is the actual weight? So it's only 14,000 pounds. So it doesn't weigh a whole lot. Looks like I want to turn left up here. So let me try to find a way to get over. There we go. Let's get rid of that. Whoops. Get rid of that on the screen. I still got the messages to where I don't have to stop at the way station. So hopefully that'll disappear at some point because we're not too far from it. So this barely, we're still doing the external contracts. Trying to get up to 12 external contracts to different cities. 2 are from different cities. And they got to be at least 100 miles long. This one here just barely gets us over. This is like 100, what is it, 100, well, this is actually 136. Okay, so it's a little bit further than another one. Most of them I saw the Great Falls for like 96, 98 miles. And of course we're in Harvey. And I was like, oh, just shy of 100 miles. And then I found this one, like, perfect. But I do have the mod for different brand companies, and seeing this one as Great Falls Airport, I'm kind of interested to see what happens when we get there. It seems like a special type of delivery. Another good news that we can see at the bottom of the screen, the company now has 100 grand in the bank account until about quarter after 11 in the morning, where we'll pay $6,012 towards our loan. But we're slowly climbing on up there. Again with the trains. Montana seems to have a lot of trains. We're just seeing a lot of them in the last couple of episodes. Although I don't think I'm crossing any railroad tracks yet. I see the train off to my right. I think we'll just be following along with it. Then after Great Falls, we got a couple of different directions we could go. Have to see what external contracts say. But I'm getting to the point, though, even though I'm getting caught up on the external contracts, once I do 12 and get my personal goal done, I mean, I would like to help out the community to get up to, is it like 100 million miles of external contracts we got to do in Montana? Usually the community bangs that out pretty darn quick. I haven't checked on it. It might even be done at this point. But I would like to help out the community get to that 100,000 miles if we could. But it's getting to the point of I've delivered to, this would be our 7th city out of, is it 15? Or so. It might be kind of getting a little bit tricky trying to find a delivery to a city we have not been to yet. So we may start taking regular deliveries, if you will. I know there's some special deliveries in Montana alone. And I forgot to look at the Steam achievements to see what those were. There's special deliveries we got to do to like power stations and whatnot like that. At least it's a beautiful morning here in Montana. It's a Saturday morning, actually. Why are we going really slow in a 65? I'm really liking what they have done in Montana. It seems to be well done so far. Not seeing too many issues. We did see one floating IBC somewhere. Forgot where it was, but that's one minor detail out of so many details that are on the map. You guys are not helping in my deliveries, although with external contracts, it's not that big of a deal. We got plenty of time to get there. Actually, what time are we going to be there? 9 o'clock? Alright, so that definitely gives us plenty of time to do other contracts. But another $60,000 and we'll be buying ourselves another truck and getting ourselves another driver. I could probably do it at $130,000, but we're going to try to get them a better truck. And because some people say the truck they have does determine the loads that they can take. So I'm going to try giving them a little bit better truck and see how they do on what they earn per mile. Which is hard to gauge, really, because everyone's going to be a different rating. The drivers will be a different rating, and of course, it all depends on what kind of loads they can find. This is kind of interesting here. Should I say, is that some place we can actually deliver to? Looks like a lot of farming equipment, but according to the GPS, probably not. And do keep in mind, I do have the roadblock X's turned off, so you know you might be seeing a road saying, well, there's a road that goes down there. And I got the roadblock X's turned off, so that could be blocked off for all we know. It looks like we're about to enter Great Falls, but we are going out to the airport. Hello, Great Falls. Trying to see how many more cities I got to discover, but it's probably somewhere around 5 more cities I haven't been to yet. That's right, we did not fuel up at the end of the last episode too. We got to keep that in mind, but I should have plenty of fuel for the rest of the day. Not that concerned about it. I'm pretty sure we can find a fuel stop somewhere if need be. So after we deliver this, like I said, there's 1 or 2 directions we can go. Then after that delivery, yeah, it's just going around and finding the cities I kind of skip past on our way around Montana. So we'll figure something out along the way. Let me guess, is it 25? Actually, it's 30 miles an hour through the city of Great Falls. Anyone know Great Falls well enough? Do you know where we're at? An actual payphone. Don't see many of those around anymore, especially in cities. I do like having the roadblock X's turned off. Does make it feel more realistic. But for the adventurous type, it could make it a little bit more dangerous. I'm like, I wonder where this road goes. Don't think I'm going to get paid too much from this job, but that's fine. 700 bucks. Interesting poster from McDonald's right there. You can't run from us forever. Yeah, sure can. It's possible. Hello, officer. Still another 40 miles for us to go to get to the airport. Typical airport of a city is never really in the city anymore. They're on the outskirts. I don't know much about Great Falls, Montana, so I have no idea what kind of airport we're going to. Regional airport. That's what you always hope when there's a cop in front of you on the interstate. It's like, I hope they get off at the next exit. Exit 0. Is this where the I-15 starts? In Montana? Looks like we're doing a big circle here. You can see on the GPS where we're zipping around the left-hand side, but we're coming back just on the other side of the hill, it appears. Kind of hoping we can get an external contract leaving the airport and going somewhere where we want to go. Interesting. I think that sign right there said the Montana National Guard. Would like to drive around that if we could, but GPS is saying no, we can't. Looks like we do got planes taking off. Hopefully we got permission to go into the airport. Might have to show my ID and such. And we're coming here with machine parts? Am I supposed to go through this gate here? I think so. I'm not sure I could go in where it says do not enter. I didn't want to try it. Don't know if it's a one-way gate or not. Cars at the airport. Interesting. Alright, there's our parking spot, and I'm going to try to get it so I can not do it from the blind side. So we're going to sneak down here. Let's not hit the fire hydrant. Not a really good start to my backing up because I didn't get a good approach. Yeah, let's go ahead and kind of start over. Yeah, I was trying to do it this way so I didn't have to look in that mirror over there, but wow, this is just horrible. I thought I had more room in front of me than what we have here. Not a good start to the day. Having to inch my way over here little by little. And it's probably painful for you to watch as it is for me struggling to get this lined up. I probably should have started over once I first backed up and realized I was that far off. You would think I had a few drinks before I started recording today. Why am I having an issue with this trailer? I think it's turning quicker than I'm expecting it to, is what is, first of all, what it's doing. Let's get rid of that trailer. People at the airport are thinking, who is this guy? I don't know. Do not know. Alright, yep. Job market. Let's go to external contracts. And we're going to be looking for something either going to Lewiston, I think is one city. Helena might be a little bit too close. But let's see if I can find one going to Lewiston, if possible. And I don't know, maybe those two are too far off. So I still got to go to Sydney, Glendive, Laurel, Lewiston, Helena, or Thompson Falls. I do see one for Thompson Falls right there. That's a possible one. Let me go ahead and do some searching here. Well, I have found myself a load, and it's actually leaving right here from the airport. We're going to be going to Laurel with some waste paper. So that's going right back on down to the interstate. I should probably clarify that. That'd be, I think, I-80 would be the interstate going through... No, sorry, I-90. I-80 is a little bit further south. That's going through Wyoming. Yep, we're going to be taking the getting down to the I-90. Tandem trailer. So wait for that to hook up and kind of show you the map in case you're wondering where we're going. Probably should take out a neutral, take out a reverse and put it into neutral. Yep, going to be taking, well, the I-15 down through Helena and going through Bozeman on over to Laurel, which we went through, but we didn't get credit for going through. And I probably should write down the name of the city so I can put it on my list. Nothing worse than getting 11 out of 12 deliveries done and trying to figure out what city you got left to try to find to get to. What's the weight of this? 40,000 pounds. And it should take me about 10 hours to get there. Right now it's saying I'll get there, about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Which is perfect for us. Because we quit at 5. Now GPS is saying I can go out this way. Doesn't say I cannot exit out of here. I thought this is where they want us to come on in. Ooh, slow on down. And I thought they wanted us to exit on that gate over there. Either way, that seems to work. So at least the I-15 southbound we had not been on yet, but once we get down to the I-90, we've been on that. And then I'm kind of thinking we'll be looping back around to get to the eastern side of Montana and try to get to Sydney and... I forgot the name of the other city over there I did not get to yet. Oh, there, just to remind me, I was checking out my speed and I can see the red of my truck. And we've been kind of trying to figure out where the borderline is for getting a penalty. And someone did comment, I think it was Paul, hopefully it was, that mentioned, I think he said somewhere around 38% before he got fined. And he said the fine was like less than 1,000. Those AI cars that roll up and stop, and just as you get there, they start rolling forward. It makes me think they're just going to pull out right in front of you. But yeah, on the damage of the truck, we're getting up into the 30 percentiles. We're getting kind of close to figure out what the fine's going to be. I don't think I wanted to turn there. Nope. Turn here. I'm like, that's not the on-ramp to the interstate. Or as the sign says, freeway. Now, there is a Volvo dealership in Great Falls. If you're looking for one, I can see it over there. And of course, just a reminder, with external contracts, max speed is topped out at 65. I was actually giving room for the police officer on the side of the road, but good thing I did, because that car right there, maybe they slowed way on down also for the officer. So it should be all interstate to Laurel. I-15 down to I-90. What am I getting paid for this delivery? $11.40 is what we're going to get paid. Hoping we can get a couple more drivers, finish some deliveries today, because I would like to finish the day above 100 grand in the bank account. I do got to remind myself, I do have a tandem trailer that I'm hauling. So I've got to give myself a little bit more rooms from switching lanes. There's our loan payment at least. So yeah, bringing at least another $3 grand would be good, because we will have to fuel up the truck at the end of the day, and that's going to cost a nice little penny, I'm sure. trying to keep my eye out for is the viewpoints. And from what I saw when we visited one, I'm going to get credit for going through Helena. That's good. Yeah, when we stopped at one, it said viewpoint 1 of 10 in Montana. Now, I know there's another one over by, like, Thompson Falls or Thompsonburg Falls on the western side of the state. So that's 2, so there's 8 more somewhere. Just keeping my eye out for signs that say like I-90, which lets me know my exit will be coming up. One thing I haven't seen, and we saw on the Wyoming map, when we get up into Yellowstone National Park, we were seeing some animals on the side of the road, and I haven't seen any wild animals. Let me rephrase that. Wild animals on the side of the road. We've seen horses running around in Montana on farms and ranches. A nice little river on the side of the road there. I haven't seen any wild animals yet. Of course, very possible I have missed them. That plane seemed like it was flying kind of low. Of course, there might be an airport right to the right. You see like a fence line going around. I was kind of expecting like a viewpoint right there. I'm like, well, maybe there's an airport there. I see a pullover. I'm like, is that gonna be like a viewpoint? And here we go. No, I don't want to be in this lane. This is the lane we need to be in. And let's merge onto the I-90. Loop is getting pretty intense up here. Get a little nervous when I'm trying to check my side mirror for traffic and I got cars in front of me. Sometimes they'll just come to a complete stop. have been through here before. Traffic seems to be jamming up here a little bit. Not a place where you want to have to tap your brakes and slow down going up a steep hill, but kind of had to there. That old saying, what goes up must come down. Yeah, now we're going down. And I do believe it's like only 40 going downhill here. Or 45. I want to get around this trucker. Seems to always be going just a tad under the speed limit, which is not feeling like my style today. Actually, that's most days, I would think, but definitely not today. And now we're back up to 70, which means he'll probably do 70, which we can't. Yeah, 65 is what we can do. I think I can sneak back into that right lane, so we'll do that now. Like we got off the interstate here before. I think this is the same part of the map I was going through before. I was getting a lot of stuttering and I thought my game crashed before, so I'm getting a little bit of it now. Not as bad as it was the first time. I think that was our first episode going through Montana, or maybe our second one. I forgot which one it was now. Just another 120 miles to go and we'll be there. Still scheduled to get there about 4:15. fuel-wise, we're more than okay. I know I'm delivering waste paper, but where am I bringing the waste paper to? Union Pacific. So basically I'm bringing the waste paper from an airport to a train station. The one thing we don't have to struggle through on this delivery, unlike the first one where I had a back in, this is a tandem trailer, so should be just a pull in and drop off. After the way I backed in that first load this morning, that was kind of embarrassing, but sometimes you have days like that, and today is one of those days. Definitely will have to fuel up somewhere here after we drop this off. I think I can skip around this car here. I got a few miles ahead of us. It'll probably take me all 60 miles just to get around this car here. I have to move over. There's always a scare tactic that I can do with AI traffic. You just kind of go in their lane just a tad bit and they'll slam on the brakes pretty darn hard. I don't want to do that, but if it comes down to it, it won't stop me. Still got about 30 miles to go before I exit-ish. Just imagine in real life if it did take you 30 miles to pass a car on the interstate. Okay, I got room there, I do believe. And now I'm going to stay in this lane because I only got about 20 miles to go. And actually, I think our exit is right here. So I'm pretty sure the interstate doesn't take a 90-degree left-hand turn. reset my track IR because it seems like I was sitting too far back in the seat. Wait for this car to go so I can... Alright, they're stop and let me out apparently. I do have a tandem trailer. Well, I got plenty of room. Didn't need that much to turn, but I did. Trying to keep my eyes peeled here going through town to see if there's a rest area with a fuel station so I can top off with some diesel. Oh, we're merging down to one lane before I got a turn? And any of these cars going to let me go? Apparently not. How rude. Of course, I got my direction light on to go right, which I want to, but I also need to merge left, which seems kind of a weird traffic pattern, but okay. I will put on my left direction light to help out AI traffic. Let me know. Kind of weird that they merged the two lanes down to one right at a stoplight at an intersection. Thank you for helping out another trucker. I mean, that's very kind of you. But AI traffic does not care at all. And it... Okay. I think the game realized they had to give me a break somewhere, so they stopped traffic from coming over. I think the town of Laurel, or the city of Laurel, needs to think this intersection over with this traffic pattern just a little bit. Oh, I discovered the rail all right. Not happy with that traffic pattern, but that's my own opinion. Holiday Inn. You know, it might be good to stay at the Holiday Inn tonight. Give myself a shower. Don't have a shower here in the truck. I thought we were turning left, but we're not. It's just a turn. I'm still looking at the map for a rest area slash fuel place. I'm not really seeing one yet. I mean, if it comes down to it, I mean, just find a rest area and I can fuel up somewhere in the morning. I mean, we haven't hit the red mark on the fuel gauge yet. Alright. If I don't get this on my first try, yeah, then I won't be driving ATS for a couple days. This is straightforward here. Can't get any much straighter than this. Alright, so park and brake engine decouple. And we'll hit continue. Now we'll look at the world map. 8 of 12, I agree with that. Well, oddly enough, Lorel does not have a place to sleep or a place to fuel up. So, back to the interstate, and I think I'll be stopping here. And we'll just rest up here overnight. And then, hopefully in the morning, I'll be able to grab something out of... Is that Billings? Yeah, Billings right there. And... yeah, there's actually a few places I can fuel up here or whatever. You may be saying, why not go here and rest there and fuel up and rest? Is because then I might have to backtrack and grab a load out of here. I don't know that yet. Yeah, Billings is a place I'll be getting a load out of. Then we'll try to get to Glendive and Sydney. We'll try doing those, I suppose, for loads. Something like that. Have no idea, but let's get back on the road here because I'm not at a rest area as of yet. So, Laurel, Montana, no place to rest or get fuel. So just a heads up on that. So once again, I'm going to be driving a little bit past our hours, but not much I can do. I just can't pull over and use a sleeper in the back. We got to get to a physical rest area. Hopefully no cops around, so I'm probably going to break the speed limit a little bit here and there. Does give us a little bit more time for someone to complete one more delivery to get us back over 100 grand. But I think we're almost due for another day to where a lot of our drivers finish deliveries. And we could be getting like, 20 grand overnight, something like that. I think I want to be in this lane here. $25 through the cities of Montana. Nope, back up to 35. Okay. For the most part, it's 25, it seems like. Pizza, pizza. Stations where I'm actually going. Alright, so drive past, then go into the rest area. I think I'm in a rest spot. Seems like it. It's hard to tell with the way station there, but yeah, we are in a rest spot. So not too bad. So just between Laurel and Billings, Montana currently. Let me go ahead and turn that off there so we can see. Of course, no load, but we'll pick one up in probably Billings in the morning and head over to the eastern side of the state, I think. I mean, I could go to Billings and get one going to the western side as well. I don't actually have to go over here. Maybe I can get one going from Billings to Lewiston as well. So I could actually go this way. And we got one city way over here on the western side of Montana to get to at some point, Thompson Falls. I would like to get up here and drive around this. I'm pretty sure this is some kind of a scenic route. I'm guessing that's going to be a viewpoint up there with the question mark in the middle of nowhere. That's probably definitely a viewpoint, but we'll see how it goes. But we're getting around Montana somewhat now. We can make kind of a circle a little bit. So now we just need to go back around and get to the cities we have not been to as of yet. But that is going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in American Truck Simulator with Realistic Economy. But until then, have a good one. Looks like I got a neighbor coming in.